Hello, greetings and salutations. I hope everybody is having a great weekend. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Now, I covered much of this last week during the live tech disaster, for those of you that were there. It was a tech disaster meltdown, nuclear meltdown online, but hey, I'm here and I survived. But I wanted to cover CYBL again because there is a lot of important information here, so let's get into this. Okay, first of all, I have to admit something to you guys. I haven't received any free shares from CyberLux Corporation at all. I paid for my shares through my TD Ameritrade account, believe it or not. Yes, like every other normal person out there that's been trading. No, I'm not a paid pumper. That is an official statement from Buffalo Fireside Chats. E-Rock is not a paid pumper. So there was a lot of rumor and FUD that some people, one of those people being Will OS, getting free shares, 20.83 million to be exact, to pump the stock, when, in fact, this was a misinterpretation as to what the facts actually are. Will Ferrell, not the actor from the holiday favorite Elf.
It's time for the announcement. Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my God! Santa here? I know him.
Was one of the many early investors who had the opportunity to help fund Operation Alpha. He paid $25,000 for those restricted 20.83 million shares. There were 600 million shares allocated for this fundraising in June of 2021, and this was disclosed in August filings in 2021. They also addressed it again in this tweet here. All of the 20.83 million share blocks were a part of the Operation Alpha investment group that provided the $25,000 investment for each share block in June 2021, while we were re-envisioning CyberLux as an acquisition company. So there it is. I'm not going to lie. If I had the opportunity, knowing what I know now about CYBL, I would have been on that investment like a fat kid on a double chocolate pie. And I'm speaking from personal experience at this year's Thanksgiving dinner. Guilty as charged. My mother makes great chocolate pie. Thanks for the pie, Mom. That was great. Also, in regards to Pink Current, they had this to say in the most recent tweet. Quick update. After reviewing the Q3 financial report, OTC Markets has requested additional information regarding Class A and Class C ownership for our Pink Current standing. We are working diligently to provide the information and expect a quick resolution in the next few days. So there it is. There's that. Should be an interesting week. And that tweet had nothing to do with those $20+ million share blocks. It's something completely different, and I'm hoping they have the opportunity to cancel out those shares. Now moving on, CyberLux has made 3 crucial additions to the CyberLux Defense Division Advisory Board. Let's take a look at these guys. First up, we have Brett Velosevich. This guy is a world-renowned drone expert, U.S. Army veteran, humanitarian, and media personality. As a frequent guest on major national news outlets, including Fox News and CNN, Brett regularly provides commentary on drone technology trends and national security-related issues. While serving as an intelligence and targeting specialist within the U.S. Army Special Operations community, Brett participated in both Operations Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. Listen, you could go to their Twitter account. You could read these things. This dude is famous in his field, so he has media exposure, and this is the man you want in this division, especially when it comes to the unmanned aircraft systems. Let's go on to the next guy here. Sergeant Major Martin Moore. All right, is a strategic consultant with over 25 years of Special Forces experience in engaging military and civilian leadership in regionally strategic and operational critical planning environments while working in joint, interagency, intergovernmental, and multinational engagements during steady state, war, contingency, and crisis situations. All right, clearly he has a lot of experience that he's going to bring to the table. And lastly, we have Major General Cameron Holt. United States Air Force retired. The one thing that stuck out here is third line down. He was responsible for all aspects of contracting related to the acquisition of weapon systems, logistics, and operational support for the Air Force, and provides contingency contracting support to those geographic combatant commanders. This is the guy you want on board because guess what? He's going to have a direct link to the contracts that they get. And let's not forget something. A major competitor is DJI, and the DoD wants nothing to do with this company, especially in regards to their competition with the Chinese Communist Party. So let's look at a recent Fox News article. It states as follows. DJI is one of the most popular drone manufacturers in the industry, and the company requires those who purchase their products to download proprietary software and provide to users their own mapping databases that have the potential to be monitored remotely. However, DJI has previously been accused of working closely with the Chinese Communist Party. The article goes on to state, Beijing is also a direct investor in the drone company and maintains a sizable power in its operations. And it goes on, the U.S. government added DJI to a Treasury blacklist last September. So this is all positive news for CYBL. Now let's go even further. Let's go into their latest letter to shareholders. Dear CyberLux community, the CyberLux team has been on a tremendous revenue and net income trajectory over the last 18 months, literally up and to the right. We have transformed the company into a global growth platform with business interests across North America, South America, and Europe. Our UAS, DPS, ITS, and ALS business units have all contributed significantly to our month-over-month, quarter-over-quarter, and year-over-year growth. Let's take a moment to review what has transpired during this time. And it goes on to list these bullet points right here. Since June of 2021, our share price has increased 8 times. Even with the current 1.2 share price, which we believe is very much undervalued given the near-term future. Second, we've launched 4 business units focused on defense, software, and infrastructure industries. And it goes on, we've grown revenue to a cumulative $31 million as of September 30th, 2022, with the year-to-date September for 2022 at $23.3 million versus less than $400,000 they had for 2021. That is quite remarkable. Let's keep going. We've transformed our net income and cash flow with year-to-date September net income growth of $1.9 million year-over-year and year-to-date cash flow growth of $1.6 million year-over-year. We've grown our assets by $12 million year-over-year from less than $1 million to currently $13 million. We've raised over $6 million, and I've already discussed that. You know, that whole thing has to do with the $600 million block that they use to generate that fundraising, and many people were able to purchase those 20 million restricted shares for $25,000. So I'm just going to keep going to the next slide here. By far, quarter 3, 2022 was clearly the unmanned aircraft systems quarter. We can't say strongly enough how important the last 4 months have been for the future of CyberLux. We've closed the committed revenue for 2021. Do you hear that? They just stated that right there. They closed the committed revenue for 2022 and expect to overachieve our quarter 4 execution, and we expect to update the 23 outlook soon, once we are cleared to disclose the scope of our CyberLux business growth going forward. This is all positive stuff. All right, while maintaining the outstanding share count in the 5 billion range over the last year, we've built a revenue pipeline of over $150 million for 2023 expected from less than $10 million in 2021, which we'll be disclosing additional details in upcoming CyberLux Defense communication. And let's not forget, they will be buying back shares. Their board approved a $19.5 million share buyback, and they plan to do that in the $2 to $4 million range per quarter. So I really can't wait to see what they bring to the table. The more details come out. So yeah, you know, we're moving in the right direction here. Let's go on further in this letter. It states this: I would also like to emphasize that the past few quarters have also been physically dangerous for our team while we've operated in the blackout environment we now serve. While we typically strive to operate on a low information and classified activity basis and generally act in stealth mode during the last 18 months, we've grown the company from literally zero revenues in quarter 1, 2021 to $31 million in cumulative revenue through quarter 3, 2022, with only a $6 million investment into the company. Results I am very proud of. So, and the year's not over yet. I can't wait to see how they've achieved growth in quarter 4, because that is going to be very telling. And we are in for a really, really, really exciting 2023. So there you have it, some CYBL. I am totally pumped up for this stock. I own 1 million plus shares. No, they weren't given to me to pump the stock. No, I bought them with my own money, just like all those early investors did with that $25,000 for the 20.83 million shares. And kudos to you guys. I think you picked the winner. Congratulations ahead of time. I don't want to get overly excited because you can't predict the future, but I think you guys picked a winner. Seriously, kudos to you. So remember, guys, ignore the FUD, do the DD, ignore the misinformation. We have some great months and years ahead with companies like CYBL, ILUS, many others. And remember, there's more that binds us than breaks us. Please smash the subscribe button. Peace.